Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to discuss topic 70B of paper 2. So we are going to discuss paper 2 topic 70B, that is remaining parts of storage pests and their management. So what we will discuss first of all, the first topic of this session is stored grain pests of rice. First one is rice weevil. Another is lesser grain borer. Flat grain beetle. Rice moth. So we will give a detailed view on rice moth because it was asked in previous years. Let me have it. So we have to discuss biology of rice moth. What happens here? Adults are nocturnal, adults nocturnal. The moth is pale grayish in color, pale grayish moth. Life cycle (7 to 12 weeks). It lays 10 to 320 eggs, laid in crevices of stores, and it is laid in crevices of stores, can lay to 10 to 320 eggs. It is high in number. The color of eggs is white in color. Oval. Incubation period of the eggs is 5 to 7 days. So what is incubation period? The day from when the eggs are laid to its hatching. When the eggs are laid to hatching. This period is known as from laying of the eggs to hatching of the eggs is known as incubation period. It is of 5 to 7 days. Larval period, that is the period when they remain in larva stage, is 5 to 6 weeks. Its pupa is dark brown. Period is 7 to 10 days. Inside a silken cocoon, which we know cocoon, silken cocoon. So this was the biology of rice moth. Now what are its management? And the management of rice moth and management of other stored grain pests of rice is quite similar. So you can use this in every management. Similar, every management strategy of rice stored pests of rice is similar. So first management is bean storage. What happens here? We need to avoid mixing of old and new grains and clean beans thoroughly. We will avoid mixing of new and old grains and clean beans properly. Clean beans properly. Secondly is loading grain for storage. While we are loading grain for storage, at that time the moisture of the grain should be less than 13%, and the grain should be clean, keep it clean, And don't overfill the storage, and don't overfill. Thirdly is surface treatment. This we can do using malathion. Fourth one is fumigation. This can be done by methyl bromide or aluminum phosphide. Methyl bromide can be used, and also aluminum phosphide can be used. So moving on to the next topic of this session, that is Angomius grain moth, or you can now say it's normally as grain moth. Angomius grain moth, or it is normally known as grain moth only, GM grain moth. So what are its host range? Its host range are paddy, that is which crops it affects. It affects paddy, maize, jowar, barley, wheat, etc. Now symptoms of damage. Larvae damages grain, adults. What happens here? Larvae only damages grains, and adults are mainly harmless. Grains are hollowed out. How it damages grain? By grains are hollowed out. Attacks both field and stores. It attacks both field and stores. In stored bulk grain, infestations remain confined to upper 30 centimeters of depth only. When the grains are stored in bulk, the infestation remains on upper 30 centimeters only. What happens? Suppose you have stored the grain in this tube, 1 meter long storage structure, storage bin. So what happens? The infestation you will see in upper 30 meters only. It doesn't go deep inside for infestation in the upper areas only. Its caterpillar enters the grain through crack or abrasion on grain. Caterpillar enters grain through crack or abrasion in the grain. Abrasion on the grain. It feeds inside. It's feed inside and remains in a single grain only. Remains in single grain only. These are your symptoms. So we have to discuss mainly symptoms and identification. I have discussed the prevention only, that is stored pest prevention of stored pests in the previous lecture only. That was preventive and curative. So that is the measures we need to follow for prevention or control. So we are discussing only symptoms and identification. For prevention and control, but just see the lecture just before it. I have discussed detail the prevention of grain moth, grain pests, storage grain pests, though it is the same. Identification of pests. The egg is white in color, and it is white in color on surface of damp grains, but when the egg is in stores, stored in some, suppose they are in a bin, on the surface it is white, but inside the grain it is red, its color is red. Larva, white with yellow head. Larva is white in color with yellow head. Pupa, pupates in cocoon inside the grain. Pupates in cocoon inside the grain. Adults dirty yellowish brown with narrow pointed wings. These are dirty yellowish brown with narrow pointed wings. Completely folded over back in sloping manner, and the wings are completely folded over back in a sloping manner. So this was about Agominus grain the moth, or you can say grain moth, and its control is the same. I've discussed the control in previous lecture in detail of grain pests, that is curative and preventive measures. We will use malathion, we will keep the storage areas clean and airtight, we can use aluminum phosphide. So these are the common measures. You will see the previous video. And the next topic of this session is red flower beetle. Red flower beetle. Here we will discuss its host, range and identification, and for management for that video only. Its host range is broken grains, or you can say mechanically damaged grains. Germ portion and milled products. It also infects milled products. So these are its common host ranges. Now moving to its identification. Egg is white, translucent, sticky, slender and cylindrical. Grub is worm-like, whitish cream color, faint stripes, 2 spines, like appendages at the end segment, 2 spines at like appendages at end segment. Pupa remains loosely living in the grain and is naked. Pupa loosely lives in grain, loosely living in grain and is naked. That is, no cocoon is formed here. Now we will see, let me rub some part of it. Identification of adult. So adults are oblong, flat, brown in color, in T confusion, and the compared eyes are completely notch and not complete. Here the its eyes are completely notch eyes, and is not able to compete, and antenna have a clear 3-segmented club, and is not able to clear, vision is not clear, is not able to compete, and the antenna is have a clear 3-segmented club. So this was the identification of red flower beetle. So I hope you understand this. So that is all for today's session. We have covered storage, grain, pests and their management. For any queries, do comment. If you like it, please press the like button. Do share and subscribe. Keep making notes. That's all for today. Have a nice day. Thank you.